Hi, good people. Welcome back to this channel. I hope it has been well with you. It has been well with me, and I'm happy to come back to you. I'm happy to talk to you once more. My name is Eunice Jeru, and this is Eunice Jeru YouTube channel. You are very much welcome. Thank you for those who have subscribed and become part of this family. We continue building a huge family. We are moving on. Thank you very much. And to those who may come across these videos for the first time, please consider subscribing. That is the only good thing you can do if you want to continue being part of us. I know we are many and we are continuing to get more friends on board, and this will build up a very good family where we teach one another, where we talk, we make fun, and we cook. But today, now, I'm not cooking, I'm not in the kitchen. So today, I want to talk. There is a time I was talking about diving, and that is some weeks before I've made the previous recipes. I was on the topic of domestic violence, and we have not completed that topic. And I want to continue from where we stopped, because it is always good to have learn something and to match conclusion, because that is something which is really affecting us. Domestic violence, TV, it is affecting many people in the families and quietly hidden, because of course it's in the nature of man to human beings. When I say man, I mean human beings, to show themselves strong. But that doesn't mean that you are psychologically not affected. It affects the children, it affects the person being tortured, it affects even the torturer. That is the person, the abuser. And today I want to talk about how we can help the abuser. Remember, some of these abusers are narcissists. And being a narcissist is a disorder. It's a disorder which a person develops. You're not born with. That is why you can help a narcissist. Because that disorder is not by birth. It's learned from the environment. And of course, there are some things one can be born with. A nature of a person that you hate others, which can trigger that if you get annoyed because you don't have empathy, you can become an abuser. But now I want us to talk about how can we help them to stop being abusive, because some of them, they want to stop. Some of them know they are abusers and they are trying to control themselves, but they are not able to. And some of them do not know, because some, quite a great number of narcissists, they rejoice when you are not happy, because they feel they've conquered. How do we let them to come to a help or a realization that this is not the way? We have to step up. And the first thing we need to do is to tell them, us who are out of the abuse, that it is, you have a problem. You have a problem. They'll not accept, but we have to face it and tell them. If it is your son, your brother, your wherever, your neighbor, if you know somebody is violent to his wife, or even your pastor, or even your employer, whoever is violent, in whatever place, tell them they are violent. But when we come to home, because domestic violence occurs in the home, the people in that home, in that family, because if it is not an isolated family, they have relatives. Tell the person that you have a problem. You cannot miss a way of telling a person, I think you have a problem here. And the problem is that you have anger issues. You have maybe self-esteem issues, insecurity issues within the self. You are deceiving yourself to be happy and you're not happy. They need to be told, whether it's the man or the woman. Somebody needs to tell them. And when you are told, you keep on, when the person keeps on being told, because they know, and some do not even know it's a problem, they may want to know more about that problem and how they can come out of that problem. Because when somebody abuses another, 2-3 hours they come to apologize, or even 2-3 days, or even a week. They come not really to apologize, but to say, I don't know what happened, to give a reason. Because they don't apologize as apology from the heart. No, not abuser. Because they knew what they were doing. They were happy when they did it, and they want to feel conqueror, so they will just say, okay, I don't know what happened, can we forget it? So definitely you need to tell them that you are an abuser. And you ask them, do you want help? Do you want help to deal with what is happening within yourself? And if the person respects the one talking to them, they may not agree on the spot, but after some time, they'll let you know that they need help. And to start with, you cannot just help them by telling them stop being angry. They have to, because it's a disorder. You can only tell them to identify. The first step is to identify those things that trigger their anger. Trigger them to abuse the other. Let them know what triggers them. If it is drinking alcohol and getting drunk or abusing substance that makes you feel angry and you don't care what you do, help them to maintain or reduce or stop totally. If it is argument or topics or issues with money, help them to how to handle those issues. If it is discussions and they don't like some discussions, help them on how to avoid those discussions without being aggressive. Because one way of being aggressive is because, one reason is because they are defensive. When they feel that the discussion is towards attacking them, they will be defensive by being violent. So you can help them to avoid such discussions. And when they avoid such discussions, then they will not become angry and they will not be abusive to the other person. Even parents who abuse kids, it's not that they don't know they are abusing their children. It's because they feel that the children should behave like an adult. They don't want to allow the children to be children. They need to know. Yes, the kid made a mistake, but the kid is a kid. He knows no better. They are children. Allow them to be kids and be the adult. They are not adults like you. These abusers need to be told. If it's a partner who is abusing the other one, he needs to be told that whenever I ask you about food, you get mad. You become crazy. Can you stop being crazy and try not to even answer or discuss? Try to play the quiet person. So we see what happens. Try to be the fool here in quotes, and we see what happens. That way we help the abuser. And if I've said if they are alcoholic and they are using drugs, we need to do something about that. And that may take long because it may even involve rehabilitation and all that and medication, professional. And then, remember, everything starts and ends with God. We need to guide these people to always ask God before they act. Ask God to lead them. There's nothing difficult with God. But if we are asking God on their behalf, okay, it is okay, but it has to come from them as well. So that now it works quite easily and fast. If they know that, once we make them realize that they have a problem, let us insist on them on asking God to guide them whenever they are dealing with issues in life. And they can heal. And if the disorder is too much, they find that they don't know, every time they feel like, if you know, there are people who abuse from home all the way, the whole day they will be abusing anybody else who comes across them. That is a disorder, quite a greater disorder. That person, now you can direct them to a professional psychiatrist. And a professional psychiatrist will determine the level of the disorder so that they can start treatment. So being an abuser is not something you're born with. It's something one learns. And it's something which can be controlled. So let us help them by helping them know that they are abusing and it's not good. Then we also help them identify what the triggers, so that we are able to help them control the triggers, help them to control the abuse, if the abuse of substance, if they are in, lead them to God. Let them really ask God to intervene in their case. And finally, let us help these people to always learn to be apologetic from the heart. Apologize to the other victim. Apologize even to everybody else. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't demean you. Apologize from the heart. Apologize again and again. Make it an habit of apologizing. Make it an habit of being sorry. Make it an habit of being sorry. And finally, you'll find yourself becoming soft at heart and good at heart and positive at heart. And you, if you are the abuser, you will heal. So I wanted us to help the abusers today. And those are some of the ways we can try to enter into their circle and make them realize the abuser, so that we can move with them towards healing. Always know that you are treading on an area which one may be very, very protective, and they have not opened up. So don't worry if they don't open up for the very first time. Keep on talking to them. Don't give up. Somebody may throw stones at you. Who invited you to my family? You want to lead my family like yours? Don't worry. They are just stressed and frustrated. So bear with them. Be patient with them. And keep telling them. Remember, whatever you are told will bear fruit. Whatever you are told, whatever you know in life must have fruits. So whatever you tell them will bear fruit. Just keep telling them, you are an abuser, this is not right, we can help you. One day they will come to you for help. May God bless you for listening. We meet in the next one. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I miss you. God bless you. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Bye-bye.